Can that which is old be renewed? We'll talk about that today on Bible Time. Hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining me for Bible Time. Hope you're having a great, happy new year on this, the 8th of January, 2025. Man, I cannot forget. It seemed just like yesterday that we were turning into the year 2000 and the whole Y2K thing was going on. And it's 25 years later. And you know, if you go 25 years back from the year 2000, I was 5 years old. I am going to be 55 this year. Yeah, wow. So there's a verse in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, that when Paul says, "Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." What exactly does that mean? I mean, how do you renew your mind? And if you renew it, is that it? Have you made the finish line? Can you go eat some fruit and drink some water and grab your medal at the end of the awards ceremony? Is that what that means? No. Renewing your mind is something we can do every day. It's something we can continually do. You see, when we think about the vastness of God and just how amazing He is, will we ever fully appreciate and comprehend all that He can do? I know there's a lot of doubt in this world about what He can do or what He will do. And really, there's more of He can do anything, and it really comes down to will He more than anything else. But with faith, we can say to this mountain, pick up yourself and be thrown into the sea, and it will be done, is what Jesus said to His disciples as they came down from that mountain. It's amazing. But what does it mean to renew your mind? What does it mean? Well, I took a stance long ago, and it was the leading of the Lord. I didn't do this just because Phil Bliss said, "Hey, I think this would be a good idea for you." I didn't really know what I was doing. I really kind of grew into this whole Christian faith thing. I didn't go to church as a child. I didn't go to Sunday school. I wasn't indoctrinated by the precepts of men. But I learned as I went along. And one of the things I said was, I need to be open. If someone tells me, "Hey, I don't believe what you believe," and they can prove it to me with the Bible, then I'm going to let that change me. I'm going to let that grow in me. I'm going to take it to God, see if they're right. And if I feel that God's saying, yeah, they're right, then I'm going to change my beliefs about things. I've changed my beliefs about many things. I've gone from one thing to another and back to it again. I've done all kinds of things. And it's something we can all do and something we should do. Renewing our minds is how we grow. Think about this. If you ride a bike and you know that someone is holding on to the back seat. I remember learning to ride a bike and knowing that my dad was holding on to the back seat. That was comfort for me. I wasn't going to fall. And then one time I looked back and there he is about 10 yards behind me, and I fell right over because I no longer had that comfort. Did I say at that moment, I said, "I'm never ever riding a bike again"? No. I got back up. I rode it again. I said, "This time, get me started, but let me go." And he never held on again. I renewed my mind. If I would have let that tragedy of falling, and I did scrape my arm, if I would have let that hinder me from ever riding again, I wouldn't be training and preparing for a 30-mile bike ride with my daughter and stepdaughter this coming May. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm in training right now for that. A bike ride, 30 miles, yes. We might even go more. No, we won't be lucky to make it 30 if we don't stop at 20. But anyway, what I'm saying is when you renew your mind, that's how you grow. And another way you renew your mind, or when we renew our mind, another thing we do is we get closer to God. We start to understand more just how vast and powerful and mighty and glorious and fearful He is. Now, when I say fearful, I don't mean afraid. I mean reverence. I mean knowing who He is. That's a healthy fear of the Lord, and it's an amazing thing. And it does keep you from doing things that you shouldn't do, a fear of the Lord. But there's more to it. So, my New Year's challenge to you this year, in 2025, I want to come back in December, and I'm going to mark my calendar so I don't forget. And I'm going to say, hey, did you renew your mind in 2025? Do it once. Do it today. Do it once. And then after you do it once, I want you to do it again. And then after you do it again, I want you to do it again. If it's daily, great. If it's weekly, great. If it's monthly, okay, so you do it 12 times this year. Or if you do it just bi-monthly, you do it 6 times this year. Heck, do it once this year. Renew your mind. Ask God to renew your mind. And yeah, it doesn't matter how old you are or how much you've learned. That is something that I had to learn. It's another thing, the way I renewed my mind. I had to learn that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Myself and others. There was a time in my life when I would say, well, that person's just never going to come around to the Lord. I give up. And that person that I was thinking of is now teaching people. And is teaching people every week about the Bible. And no, it's nobody that is watching this show. It's nobody that I know is not watching this show. It's someone that I know from my childhood, someone who doesn't even live around me or anything. So it's not any of you who are saying, "Is he talking about me?" No, no, I'm not. But renew your mind in whatever way the Lord leads you to renew it. The Lord led me to believe that some people can change, that He can change anybody, and He's proven it. So, renew your mind. That's your Bible time for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you again all real soon, and God bless.